Uh, get it. Yeah. Where it's at? Right here. Yeah. Now, I'm the rap maniac with the hooligan eyes. Who's cooler than I? Whack niggas move it aside. When you heard I was a big deal, you was surprised. West Coast bitch, with your W's in the sky. I spent my days as a refugee to the rap game. Came to rest.
What's up, peeps? Joan Williams here with The Distance. Got another video for you guys tonight. This one's going to be Rodel Mayol versus Hernan Marquez. This bout takes place for the WBA Flyweight Championship. Puts together the challenger, Rodel Mayol, versus the champion, Hernan Marquez. Bout takes place on March the 24th, I want to say, in Mexico. So, overall, this is actually an interesting fight. This is a possible Fight of the Year candidate as well. Last year, one of my favorite fights, my Fight of the Year was Concepcion versus Marquez 1. That was probably my favorite fight that took place like April last year. And just overall, this is another really good fight for Mayol. What I noticed about the smaller divisions is you can't count every fighter out just by looking at the record and looking at who they face. Because it looks like in the flyweight division and the division smaller than that, or even the super junior bantamweight division, what you have is you have a lot of fighters who have a lot of losses and they fight quite a bit, but they're tough opponents. They're tough competitors, and they're always there to fight. So what I recently noticed with the Sonny Boy Jarrow and Pong Saklik Wanjan Cam fight, you can never count a tough Filipino fighter out. And this is what Rodel Mayol is. He's a tough Filipino fighter. He comes forward, and he's there to fight from bell to bell. He has a good chin. Doesn't have the best technique. He squares up with you. Has a good counter left hook. It throws a lot of arm punches, but those arm punches seem to be bombs when they're thrown and when they land. So, getting into this fight for Rodel Mayol, this dude is ready to fight from bell to bell. He squares up with you. He's walking forward. He jabs very quick. In this fight against Marquez, he's going to have to beat Marquez to the punch, beat him to the jab, because it's very easy to beat Marquez to the jab. We saw that in the Donaire fight. We saw the moments of the Concepcion fight. The thing about Marquez is you can land on him first, but also he's going to throw punches back. And in this fight, Rodel Mayol is going to be coming in a straight line. He needs to come in that straight line and come in behind that jab. Come in behind the jab and throw combinations towards Marquez's body. If he's able to come in behind the jab, throw combinations to the body, and look to land that counter left hook while Marquez is jabbing, I think he could actually possibly knock out Marquez if he catches him right with that counter left hook that he can throw very well. And he gets a lot of leverage on that left hook. He gets a lot of leverage behind it, and most of the time he does get a lot of energy behind his right hand. If he can catch Marquez with that shot out of nowhere, he can very well knock Marquez out. If he stands like right in front of him and squares up with him, which is his style of fight, he can beat him if Marquez does not move. And sometimes Marquez is when he backs straight up, he can back straight up, and he can be caught with like that looping shot, on his guard, on his arms, because he doesn't really think about defense when he's throwing his shots. So if he can get him with the right hand, as Marquez is throwing, to catch him with that left hook, I think he can win this fight, because he's there from bell to bell, and he does do a good job of setting up his power shots from coming out of nowhere. On the other hand, you have Marquez. Marquez in this fight has to focus on punishing Mayol for a total of 12 rounds or less. He has to focus on punishing him. So the way to punish him is just to march forward. He's a southpaw. So what he has to do is he has to march forward behind that jab and consistently just go to the body and work his way in from the outside and just beat him down and wear him down, try to walk him down. And that's kind of Marquez's style a little bit. He likes to stand on the outside. He likes to fight, but if he's able to walk his opponent down, then he'll do it. He'll walk in. He'll come in behind that jab. He'll walk his opponent down. A problem that he does have is sometimes when his opponent has the better of him, especially against a speedy opponent, he'll stay on the outside and kind of wait and think what he has to do. In this fight, he has to think behind the jab. Think behind the jab. Throw the left hand to the body. Look for the straight left hand up top. Look to catch Mayol as he's lunging in with an uppercut. Catch him with the uppercut as he's lunging in, because Mayol from time to time does not tuck his chin. He doesn't tuck his chin. He'll stand on the outside, but also if you hit him with a good counter shot, then you could put him down. But you have to think about it this way: he's a tough fighter, and he has not been knocked down since he's moved up to 112. So he can't emphasize on getting a knockout. He has to emphasize on looking for a way to outpoint Mayol. And the way to outpoint him is just to work behind the jab and just outwork him and walk him back and just walk him down. And that's just the way to try to defeat Mayol. So who I think is going to win this fight? I'm going to go with Hernan Marquez winning this fight by a 12th round knockout. I think he wins by a 12th round knockout just because I think that he's a little more skilled. He could take a punch, and he can give multiple punches right back, and he's there to fight. The same way that Mayol is there to fight, from bell to bell. He's there to fight as well, and both of them are going to get brave. Both of them are going to exchange punches, and I think that Marquez is going to be able to sustain the punishment and win this bout by a 12th round knockout. So I'm going to go with, like I said, Marquez 12th round knockout. Let me know what you think. That's the distance. Thanks for watching. Peace.